what we're supposed to do. This is from a divine warning by the prophet for the nations. So it's not just for people who look like us.
Right.
It's for the nations, for everybody.
Yes.
You who doubt whether I, the prophet, and my principles are right for the redemption of my people, go to those that know the law in City Hall and among the officials in your government and ask them under an intelligent tone, and they would be glad to render you a favorable reply. For they are glad to see me bring you out of darkness into light. Money doesn't make the man. It is free national standards and power that makes a man and nation. The wealth of all national governments, gold and silver and commerce belong to the citizens alone, and without your national citizenship by name and principles, you have no true wealth. And I am hereby calling on all true citizens that stand for a national free government and the enforcement of the Constitution to help me in my great missionary work, because I need all support from all true American citizens of the United States of America. Help me to save my people who have fallen from the constitutional laws of the government. Now, just to be specific, we are all Americans because this continent is America that Canada's on. So,
yes.
So Canada's in America.
Yes.
Article 11 of the Articles of Confederation that set up the United States of America has Canada mentioned as being in agreement to everything that the Union agrees on, which is a constitution, which is treaties being the law of the land, and the upholding of indigenous rights and human rights and rights of children and people, right? So when we see these constitutions and all this stuff, we consider them just things on paper when they're divine. And if you go against the divine laws, then nature is the revenge for going against the divine law. So Prophet Noble Drew Ali, because he had the power to nationalize us in this land, just like Hitler had the power to nationalize Germans in Germany, he put out a constitution for us. And the brothers who were here before, if they're Moorish American, because Dr. Malachi York is Moorish American, then they should be upholding their divine constitution brought to them by Prophet Noble Drew Ali. But based on everything that they've said, and it's not a thing of attacking them or whatever, but just so people could understand the severity of the situation, by them not adhering to this, they become violators of our national principles as Moorish Americans that Malachi York stands for.
And this is where the debate.
And what does that mean when you say violators? Violators of what?
Violators of the divine constitution of Moorish America that Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought to the Moors in America in order to save themselves.
And it says what?
So Act 6 says, with us, all citizens must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they may know that they are part and parcel of this said government, and know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasted until 1865 during the time of slavery. But this is a new era of time now, and all men must now proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live, and all nations of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained Noble Drew Ali the Prophet to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites who inhabited the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa.
So if you go and you announce, you must then say that I am Moor. And if you say I am Nawubian, wouldn't that still be a Moor?
See, it's deeper than just calling the name. It's knowing. It's like you said, the teachings. What are the teachings? It's actually being able to live in your proper person. This is where you can maneuver and go about by the protection of your ancestors. Our ancestors from Kemet, foreseeing what we would be going on, we are them. Foreseeing what we were going on, knew what we were doing. That's my point. And this, in terms of the agenda, this is where the Nawapian and now the Moorish Science Temple, this is where the reasoning needs to start or needs to continue. And instead of getting off on what you think or what you think, let's go back to where the confusion was. And the confusion is if we have as nationals not a religion, not a belief. This is math.
Yes.
This is who you are. You are likewise in the United Nations. You have the right to a nationality and the right to choose one. You're giving up your right to nationality by calling yourself an African. Between me and you, I understand what you mean when you're saying African, but when we're talking about being the divine beings that we are, let's live it. Let's provide something for the children, an atmosphere that they can grow up in where they are the rulers of themselves. It's not about conquering. It's standing up in the principle and the law that's already there. If we don't do this, like we're breaking the law right now by not.
What I was also going to add is the status of Negroes, black, colors, Ethiopians, and who the Prophet's saying that we shouldn't use as labels for identify ourselves. In those people would say that, well, we lost our rights and we don't have our rights and we're being violated, etc. In law, civil death, right, which is civiliter mortuus in Moorish Latin, means at common law the loss of rights, such as the rights to vote, make contracts, inherit, and sue by a person who has been outlawed or convicted of a serious crime or who is considered to have left the temporal world for the spiritual by entering a monastery.
Yeah.
That means that you're civilly dead and you have no rights. That's why they could run over monks in front of tanks and stuff like that. Because
no
they
justice
and no
can
justice
be
comes to
served
them,
even
because they're
if
civilly dead.
people wanted to. So when you go and you see, even across the world, while you look in the reserves and stuff and you see this genocide going on, how come nothing can be done? The answer would be from their government is they have no rights. And that's what their answer is all the time. If they had rights to protect, people can
Okay.
go about serving it. So
Okay.
that's what we're going on.
We look up, we have a few more minutes. So the question is, if people want to know about this, and we will definitely bring you back down the road from time to time, when you have something new to share,
Yeah.
when the studies continue, we'll definitely bring you back. But if people want to come and learn more about this and study this more, and we keep saying the word more because more is good.
Because it's in our DNA. It's in our blood.
Yes, we need to
can't get
study
away from
more
it.
and more. How can they get to you and to your organization that put on the courses?
Okay. First of all, nothing could make you a more. That's what we are. So if you want to research about yourself, you can